And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Edison Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Young. Down low, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden from outside the arc. Rebound by the Hawks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick and roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Fast break, the Hawks. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Reddish the pass to Young. Over Harden. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. With the shot, KD can't get it to go.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Capella against Harden. Capella dishes to Bogdanovich. Makes it off the glass.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Brown. Harden kicks to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden against Bogdanovich. Jordan out to KD. Over Collins. In the corner. Harden, shot clock at 5. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Now, here is Young. Passes it to Reddish. Inside. Here's Capella. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, you know, the closer Capella is to the rim, the more effective he becomes, in my opinion, in part because of his size and nice touch.
The 3 from Harden. And no good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Collins passes to Young. Back to Collins. The kick out to Young. No good from outside. Nets trail by 4. Brown dishes to Jordan. Harris outside. For 3, Durant. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Then for the Hawks, Alinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Yep, that one goes in there.
How about Irvin showing you great energy there, just refusing to be boxed out?
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Young outside. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Shots good from Young.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Dinwiddie. The quick look, no good that time. Atlanta leading by 4. Griffin with the steal. In the corner, Irving with it. Dinwiddie finds Griffin. To the middle. Young with the steal. They're running. Here's Herter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Hawks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. And Tony Snell subbed in for Trae Young. The offensive rebound. Dinwiddie outside. From deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. To the paint. And Gallinari kicks to Hunter. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Irving. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Hunter. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. And Brooklyn has possession. After the basket by Atlanta. Durant kicks to Green. Pass to Durant. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Irving. Okongwu grabs the board.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And Gallinari kicks to Hunter. Snell from outside. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Nets trail by 8. It's Durant on the wing. The pass to Green. Harden right side. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Harden's got his first 2 points.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
Herter passes to Snell. He kicks it to Hunter. Here's Snell. He's covered by Brown. Snell, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. From past the arc, Hunter. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Jordan, he's checked in for Durant.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Collins dishes to Reddish.
2 minutes.
Pass to Young. Now, here's Capella. Back to Young. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got his second basket. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Nets trail by 10. On the wing, Green. No good on the triple. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Now, here is Young. Herder passes to Reddish. Collins looking around. Passes it to Young. With the putback. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 6.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows it.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks finding a 15-point lead at the end.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 15. Kenny, how'd you feel? And that does it for our...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
We've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Brown in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Young dishes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Here's Herder. He has 5. Snell, the pass to Herder. Gallinari outside. That's a 2 from Snell. He can't get that one to fall. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Harden. Here's KD. And the shot goes in.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Here's Snell. Dishes it to Gallinari. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Pass to Snell. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
consistent at looking to score. Gallinari knows how to put pressure on defenders and earn that call.
Gallinari hits them both. Harden with it. He has 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Gallinari with the rebound.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far. Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And here's KD for 3.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And there's the pass to Okongwu. Out left to the wing. The Hawks working the ball around. 3-pointer. Snell. It's good from long range. Snell's got 5 now.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Harden the pass to Jordan. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And he's able to get it back. And the basket by Harden.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Snell, the pass to Gallinari. Back to Snell. He dishes it to Okongwu. Here's Herder. He has 5. 1:46 left in the third quarter. And KD throws it down.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Lou Williams is subbed in for Hunter. The Hawks again can't hit.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
For the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Here's Young. He has 6. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Down low, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
You know, Capella, one of the very best in the league at getting out of the screen and getting to the right spot.
A deep 3 from Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. But they get it back. Capella with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Over Claxton. Bogdanovich, no luck. Nets trail by 15. Here's Irving. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Young looking around. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Hawks, Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. here's Irving, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. Right, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
It's Young on the wing. Okongwu dishes to Reddish. Here's Capella. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Irving passes to Jordan. Irving against Young. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Irving.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Young with no one around. They grab their own miss. Pass to Reddish. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Green with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. That cuts the lead to single digits.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Irving against Young. He lobs it up. And Okongwu slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Passes it to Okongwu. Back to Bogdanovich. Reddish kicks to Bogdanovich. Fires for 3. A shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it, pushing it up. In the corner, Irving with it. Jordan trying to free himself up. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Reddish with the ball. Harris is there. Capella, the pass to Okongwu. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Oh, the lob to Irving. Jordan kicks to Irving. Dinwiddie wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Young from outside. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovich. Dinwiddie with the steal. Irving from long range. That shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Walk for the new shot clock.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Hits the three-point bomb.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Irving against Young. Now Irving from deep three-point range. That shot off. And so the Hawks take the win. This was... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. But traffic in New York City. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Curry, Anthony Tolliver out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in at the two-guard spot. Now here's Simmons. Tolliver kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness in plays like this.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now here's Simmons. Curry finds Simmons. Harris outside. High post, Embiid. Clock at 6. Over Jordan. Embiid, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Not just the jump shooter. Harris is also comfortable looking to score from these spots, too.
And the jam by Harden.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Simmons, the bounce pass. Inside. Back to Embiid. Brooklyn with the rebound. Durant down low. Harris is there.
You want no part of that when Durant gets speed going at the rim. Stepping in the way is a fast track to ending up on a poster.
The pass to Tolliver. Back to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid finds Simmons. 9 feet out. Misses off the left iron.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Jordan. Harden's got 6.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Pass to Embiid. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Now Hill. Pass to Milton. Down low, Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Another aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
Now, here is Irving. Defended by Milton. Basket, good. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Irving is one of the fastest guys in the game. Sensational at drawing contact on his way to the rack.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Hill passes to Milton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Irving. They double-team Griffin. Off target at the rim.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. The 76ers also with a sub. Scotty's checked in for Shake Milton. Now, here's Howard. Hill finds Howard. Missed inside.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Irving passes to Harris. Irving attacking, and it's sent back by Howard. Pass to Thibault. It's stolen by Green. And here they come. Here's Harris. They get it back. That shot misses. It could go, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
You've got Green. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Embiid. Lays it up off the glass.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, it's all over.
Here's Harden. Good D by Embiid. And so he'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 4. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Curry.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Here's Harden. Great. Oh, look at him play.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. Superb athlete.
And he commits the intentional foul. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Green. And it's Brown in for Dinwiddie. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Clock at 4. Here's Hill. The 76ers again can't hit it.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
The 76ers trail by 6. Hill deciding where to go with it. Here's Milton. Durant with the steal. Harden against Hill. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Out to the wing. Here's Howard. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Hill. The pass to Milton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. We all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. Irving against Curry. Now, here is Irving. D right on him. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Embiid. It's tipped. And here's Irving. Great tee that time from Curry. Oh, and he got it to fall.
No way.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that's a wrap.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Simmons is out there with Curry. And there's Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Tobias Harris.
And when you foul Simmons, you really got to foul him. You don't want to just mess around. He powers through. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Durant with it. Now defended by Embiid. Tipped away. And now the 76ers on the break.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yes, yeah. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Simmons inside. Guarded by KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Curry. Releases from 15. Here's Embiid. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Stellar work on the offensive glass. Embiid, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Harden with it. He's got 14. Outside Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
The great ones do this. When Kevin Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's aiming to score or get fouled.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. In the corner, Simmons with it. He feeds it to Embiid. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Harden surveying the D. Outside Durant. Back to Harden. Outside Jordan. On the wing, Harden. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Embiid. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Harden's got 16.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Simmons passes to Milton. Out to the right wing. Embiid inside. He's against Jordan. Passes it to Simmons. Shoots over KD. Simmons can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Good on the shot. 8 points for him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. Simmons finds Green. Back to Simmons. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Irving from long range. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to Thibault. 76ers moving the ball around. Out to Harris. Puts up a three. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 16. Irving drives in. Banked in off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Green against Irving. Griffin with the steal. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Irving.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the technical free throw is good. Here's Simmons. 5 points in the game. Dinwiddie with the steal. Now, here is Irving. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Irving double team. Over Embiid. Irving can't get it to go.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, look at the unselfishness of Embiid. I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
And Simmons slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so he'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 17-point game. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Jordan in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harris against Hill. Takes a three. Harris misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown drives in to the inside. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hill. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break, and slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique, just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
Harden the pass to Brown. Back to Harden. To the middle, here's Jordan, rejected by Harris, and he recovers it. That one drops for him. Jordan's got his first basket. The 76ers trail by 17. Hill dishes to Curry. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Howard. Another shot back to Tolliver. Offline with his three.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Hill passes to Curry. Pass to Tolliver. Harris outside. Right side Curry. 6 to shoot. Power kicks to Curry. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And it's Green in for Tobias Harris. Outside, KD. Back to Harden. There's the pass to Jordan. Outside Irving. Passes to Harden. 14 feet away. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
On the wing, Hill, guarded by Harden. Feeds it to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. Takes 3-pointers off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 21. And they go to the intentional foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. It's Jordan on the wing, guarded by Embiid. The drive by Jordan. That shot missing. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 21. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Green against Harris. And that one's good. Green. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Now Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Softly drops in the floater.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Green deciding where to go with it. He dishes it to Embiid. They kick it out to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And the handles Irving possesses, I mean, unreal. The great Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, told me Irving might have the best handles he's ever seen.
Outside Griffin. Shot from the wing. He can't hit that time. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. But traffic in New York City making its way back in. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Nets, we've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Now here's Giannis. And he banks in the layup. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one. Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
KD against Giannis. Durant kicks to Harris.
I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Ball's knocked loose. Fires the 3. Milwaukee getting another chance here. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Giannis passes to Holiday. It's good.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
The Nets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
Last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. Both good from the line that time. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Here's Middleton. Long range from the inbound. Good on the triple.
Well, he's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount of three-pointers.
Fast break. Here they come. Floats it up for Giannis.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to DiVincenzo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now the pass to Harden. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Middleton on the wing. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get it.
Brown dishes to Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got 6.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Now here's Teague. Forbes the pass to Teague. Here's Portis. Dinwiddie with the steal. Brown right side. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Connaughton. Shoots the 3. The shot's good from Forbes.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. Teague with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Teague. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Here's Forbes. Off target with his three.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Harden's shot is good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Back to Teague. Now Tucker. Here's Forbes. Nailed from three-point land. Forbes has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bucks. He gets it up, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis.
I know if I put the work in, maybe 10 years from now I can be the same sentence. But I got to put the work in, and whenever I face him, I got to.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Lopez finds Giannis. Back to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shots good by Middleton.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower seven-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Lopez right side. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Down by 12. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Shot's good.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused. Not going to be denied down there.
Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the technical free throw is good.
The versatility Middleton offers up is exceptional. A capable defender, a good scorer, an effective shooter. Those are the kind of switchblade players that coaches love.
Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Forbes, the pass to Middleton. They get a hand on it and taken away by Brown. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And then Durant with the jam.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
For three, Middleton. The rebound by KD. That's trailed by 10, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Harris.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Passes it to Forbes. Here's Connaughton, launches it, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
From deep, Harden. Let's keep it alive. Then finds Harden. Off target from outside. Bucks leading by 11. To the paint. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Brown's got the ball. Brown controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Teague, the pass to Forbes. Back to Teague. Here is Forbes. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's blocked. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
So pretty when it's effortless like that. Blake Griffin up in the air, throwing it down, all second nature.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Back to Teague. Outside Portis. Here's Tucker, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. A nice show being put on tonight by Chris Middleton. He had 14 points and one. And that's going to do it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3.
What I like to see there, Durant no longer shies away from contact. He is the aggressor.
Bucks leading by 5. Middleton outside. On deep. But they recover it. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. KD's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Giannis outside. Bucks passing it around. Middleton finds Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Irving can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Outside, KD. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Durant's got 9 points.
From way, way downtown, Durant truly knows no limits.
Inside. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. With a tie that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. Holiday goes in. It's good. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Giannis dishes to Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Bruce Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. The Bucks also with the sub. Portis is checked in. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's Claxton. He can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. The Bucks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. That's good from Forbes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Both free throws good from Forbes.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Nets trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brown, the pass to Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Connaughton. Now here's Portis. Teague with a clean look. No good on the 3. 35 seconds left in the 3rd. And the jam by Harden.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Griffin. The shot goes down, and he gets this game back to even.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
And a deep three from Harden. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Bucks lead by 3. 2K Sports back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Harris. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
Here's Irving. Lopez grabs the board.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Here's Middleton. Doesn't go that time. Durant with some nice D.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Outside Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Now, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits to make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Lopez outside. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. 4 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Harden the pass to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Man, there are not many times where DJ does not just rip that rim down.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Back to Antetokounmpo. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Kicks to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Irving. Knocked loose and stolen by DiVincenzo. Holiday gets the bucket. And now a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
Harden against Holiday. And the rejection by Giannis. To the middle. Good on the bucket.
Well, he's so smooth, and it just looks like he's never out of control, Drew Holiday.
Harden outside. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the 3 off target. Nets trail by 8. Here's Irving. Plays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by KD. Harris against Middleton. Lock at 6. And Howard Holiday kicks to Middleton. Misses the three. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the court for Harden. And Harden hit the stuff.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Back to Holiday. Milwaukee, no good that time either. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo, and it's good. 2 points. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
It's Harden with the drive. Money!
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the...
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 4. And for the Hawks, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center. Now, here is Young. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it and stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Brown the pass to Durant. And the rejection by Collins. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance, and he comes up with the deuce.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Durant in the corner. Over Collins. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Shoots over Brown. Bogdanovich, no luck.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Durant kicks to Jordan. In the corner, Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now, here's Reddish. Drops in the layup for two.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden scanning the floor. KD finds Harden. Over Bogdanovich. Back to Jordan. Harris outside. From deep, Harden. Collins grabs the miss. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris dishes to Harden. It's Durant on the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Young against Harden. Young passes to Capella. Now here's Collins. Guarded closely. Capella against Jordan. Good on the shot.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes. Showing off the nice touch there.
Jordan high post. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And he gets the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Kevin Huerter. He's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Young. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Dinwiddie against Young. Collins kicks to Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You're smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And Tony Snell subbed in for Trae Young.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Luwawu, the pass to Irving. There's 21 seconds left in the first. From 10 feet out, basket counts.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Huerter passes to Gallinari. the elbow, Hunter. Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. They've got Irving. Green is out there with Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Okongwu's shot is good. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Irving from long range. And no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Okongwu dishes to Gallinari. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Hunter. Okongwu's now got his second basket of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Drills it from outside.
You give Kyrie a good look at the rim. It doesn't matter how far back he is from the line.
Williams passes to Snell. Gallinari outside. Nobody near Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Irving. Tries again. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Irving's got 9.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Here's Hunter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here is Harden after the basket by DeAndre Hunter. And it's Green missing.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Herter, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. It's a three-point game. And KD throws it down.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets a head of steam behind him. Forget about it.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Snell kicks to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Gallinari attacking from 6 away. They get it back. Over Green. A second chance effort. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Okongwu's now got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Snell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Herter. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely, and that'll be 2 free throws. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Collins. Now, Reddish. An easy 2 points on the layup. Reddish has got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks. Here is Harden. 8 points for him. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to eat a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. In the first few years of Trae Young's... And that's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. There's Brown with the 3. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Young finds Collins. Young against Harden from 15 feet away. Again, the Hawks score.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And here's Harden for 3. For 3. Another miss by Harden.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. 12 points for him.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. And he makes that one.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Irving surveying the floor. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Young with the ball. Picked up by Brown. From 15 feet away, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Harris passes to Durant. And on the way from Irving for 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Young with no one around. A three-pointer, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
KD can't get it to go.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. The Nets also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Hey, guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Count that bucket. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Irving for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Atlanta leading by 13. Snell, the pass to Okongwu. It's tipped. Here's Griffin. The shot misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. Snell from outside. To the wing on the left. Here's the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Griffin. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for Atlanta. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Over Claxton. Atlanta again missing. Here's Luwawu. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Atlanta. 13 points up at the... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Hawks leading by 13. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. Nets shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Dinwiddie's got his first points of the game.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Williams inside, guarded by Harden. The Hawks working the ball around. 5 to shoot. Williams for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Williams dishes to Capella. From deep. They get it again. To the left side wing. And the wide open shot from Reddish. The Hawks again can't hit. Nets trail by 11. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. The Hawks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Herter. The kick out to Young. Drops in the tray. And the Hawks lead by 11.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And a deep three from Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's Herter. He dishes it to Gallinari. Back to Herter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
And Harden launches it from deep. Again, the miss by Harden. The Hawks leading by 10. Gallinari on the wing. Brown against Young. Releases from 15, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Pass to Harris. From deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Young against Harden. Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. Out to Gallinari. But they'll get another chance. There's the triple. Herter, no good. Nets trail by 10. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Now, here is Young. 1:29 left in the fourth. Gallinari against Harden. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Nets making a change here as well. Durant's checked in. For the Nets, this one not looking good. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Kept alive. Here's Brown. From deep three-point range. And it's Durant missing. Atlanta's shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Stolen by Durant. Down low. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
Jordan's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. And Bogdanovic kicks to Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Yes!
Well, DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to the right wing. Out to Gallinari. The pass to Bogdanovic. Young outside. On deep. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. And the Hawks lead by 7.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
Harden way outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside, Bogdanovic. And a deep 3 from Young. No good. And so the Hawks take the win. All right, David, thank you.
Over the land of the free.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of... So the next starting five. Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the power forwards position. And for Philadelphia, they've got Seth Curry. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now here's Embiid. Outside Curry. Back to Embiid. 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Curry passes to Simmons. Curry against Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Well, I like the
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
And there's the pass to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now here's Durant. That one good for 2. KD's got his second bucket.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Curry. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Tolliver comes in for Korkmaz. Tobias Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Simmons. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Now here is Hill. It's stolen by Green. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Count that one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Count it.
I think that's a testament to Hill's attitude. I mean, he does not hesitate at all when he has the ball right next to the hoop.
Irving dishes to Harris. Pass to Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Count it, good. Nets leading by 6. It's stolen by Milton. Here's the break. Here's Hill. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Harden. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harris inside. Harris is there. A nice shot by Harris.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harris outside. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Now, here is Hill. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball in. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players...
For me, it comes with block.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lets the three fly, and they will call over the back on the play.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And here's Harden. He's got 10. And Harden with the stuff.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Curry passes to Korkmaz. Outside Curry. Thibault kicks to Korkmaz. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. Curry with the steal. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. That one doesn't go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Here is Harden. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
On the wing, Brown. Back to Harden. The kick out to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Nets passing it around. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one. To the inside. From 11 feet away. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful.
Goodness! Where did that come from? That was beautiful. What a punch. Hill kicks to Milton. Hill dishes to Howard. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Here's Dinwiddie. He gets it in there. Dinwiddie's got his first points in this one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hill passes to Harris. He kicks it to Tolliver from past the arc. Offensive rebound. To the right side. To the middle. Here's Harris. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Harris has got 6.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well, and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
And he gets it to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That one goes in. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Irving. They kick it out to Green, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 19 points. And that's a...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
We've got Matisse Thybulle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Embiid, and it's Korkmaz in at the power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Flashability of Simmons. Really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. On the wing, Harris. Back to Brown. Harden outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Harris against Simmons. Korkmaz, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to KD. Clock at 6. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. KD's got 6.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Curry looking around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a...
Oh, what a dunk! When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
Outside, KD. The dish to Jordan. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Green comes in for Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Here's Curry. The pass to Embiid. Now Thibault. 76ers moving the ball around. Curry with it. He has 6. They double-team Curry. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 15. Dinwiddie outside. Rebounded by Howard. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Harris drives in. And good that time. Harris has got 10 points in the game.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Harris inside, headed by Green. Here's Hill. A new 14 for the 76ers. Harris draws the double. Kicks to Tolliver. Right wing. Back to Howard. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Irving. 6 points for him. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
And so it's Brooklyn. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Durant. He's out there with Brown. Green is out there with Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Irving looking over the floor. Pass to KD. Back to Irving. Down low, Embiid with the steal. Here's Hill. Goes back up, and it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Passes it to Maxey. Trying his luck from deep. But they get it back. Embiid. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And that's an intentional foul. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Green kicks to KD. In the corner, Irving with it. Just 5 to shoot. Over Embiid. A nice shot by Irving.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Outside Hill. Embiid against Durant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Curry comes in for George Hill. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. And stolen by Thybulle. And so they foul intentionally. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Brown. Here's Simmons. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him. Jordan inside. Embiid's there. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Harden.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Pass to Embiid. Howard trying to free himself up. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Joel Embiid. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. No good that time. The 76ers running out of time. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Irving against Curry. Now here's Irving. He's guarded closely. 5 on the clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Korkmaz checked in for Dwight Howard. No good from Simmons. Harden with it. Now defended by Embiid. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Harden against Simmons. Now here's Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
To the left wing. Harden dishes to KD. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. So the next starting five. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Now here's Jordan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Shots good by Durant.
Well, that is automatic. Durant, one of the better mid-range shooters in the game.
Harris against Middleton. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Yep, it counts.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Holiday. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving attacking, and yes, it's good.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Holiday gets the bucket.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now, here is Irving. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo against Dinwiddie. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Middleton against Harris. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Middleton trying to break free. It's good.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Irving for 3. Let's keep it alive.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here is Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Shoots from the line. A putback. It's hauled in by Claxton. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Griffin passes to Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 6. The pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Harden.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Forbes. No good with the triple. Brooklyn leading by 4. Green dishes to Harden. Back to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Teague. Over to the wing. Inside. Passes it to Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Harden right side. And it's Harden slamming it. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The rebound by Jeff Green. And here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contribution.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the point guard. Outside Holiday. Here's Middleton. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Brown right side. Takes the 13-footer. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 8. Here's DiVincenzo. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Harris passes to Irving. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Pass to DiVincenzo. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Brown. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball.
Getting bumped on the drive, Durant still maintains laser-sharp focus, something he's known for.
Bucks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Here's Irving. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
Well, long legs of Kevin Durant. They're galloping down the lane. I don't know how you catch up there.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Giannis. And Forbes has it in the corner. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
Here's Harden on the wing. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5. The drive by Green, and the basket is good. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Giannis dishes to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Here's Forbes. A three-pointer off the mark. Nets leading by 14. Here's Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the foot speed there of Griffin on full display. So explosive driving to the rack.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Here's Lopez. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Here is Harden. Dinwiddie outside. Now Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And so it's Brooklyn.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what's your viewpoint? And that'll do it for our halftime report.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
And that one drops for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The offensive rebound.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets leading by 14. Jordan the pass to Irving. Durant in the corner. Lopez with the steal. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. High arcing shot. That one falls. Lopez has got 8 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Irving drives in, and that one good. And the Nets lead by 14.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
And Lopez has it in the corner. Giannis outside. Holiday against Irving. Holiday gets the bucket.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Here's Irving, and the layup falls. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Giannis outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Good D by Harden. Here's Durant.
Oh. And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Holiday with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Back to Giannis. Bucks passing it around. Middleton inside the 3-point line. Brooklyn with the rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Lopez kicks to Holiday. Back to Lopez from 12 feet out. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 10 points for him.
Good soft hands there from Lopez. Efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Poked loose. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. And there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Jeff Green is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Teague, the pass to Connaughton. From the arc. Teague can't hit. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And Milwaukee has possession. It's an 18-point game. T kicks it to Tucker. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Green. 4. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
That one goes. Count it.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 18. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Holiday. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Middleton inside the 3-point line. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up the hill.
Brooklyn leading by 18. Outside Irving. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. Goes up at the stripe, and Durant sends it back.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
The 11-footer, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Brown. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And the pass to Holiday. Middleton outside. 3-pointer. No good there. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. For 3, Durant. Offensive rebound. And it's Brown on the follow.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. 3-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Bruce Brown. Antetokounmpo, no good. Brooklyn leading by 22. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Irving with it from deep 3-point range, and the Nets miss again. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Drew's got such a great build, 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Nobody near Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Lopez, no luck.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
For three, Durant. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Off target from three-point range. Brooklyn leading by 20.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Durant for 3, and that one is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Holiday, finished off the break.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
And a deep 3 from Irving. The rebound by Brook Lopez.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Giannis missing. Brooklyn in control. Dinwiddie finds Harris. Back to Dinwiddie. The deep 3 from Durant. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Irving for 3. He's off on that one.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's DiVincenzo. That one rolling around and rims out. Jordan the pass to Irving. From deep. Missed. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
you